What's up, you guys? After Reacts here, and today I'm going to be reacting to some more Stargate SG-1. This is season 10, episode 5. Let's get into the episode.
You made good time, Colonel. Yes, sir. Well, it's a good thing I left early.
I'm not gonna lie, I saw the cabin house and thought it was O'Neill's place.
Before my special forces training kicked in, I realized I was lost.
And then I got sad when it wasn't O'Neill.
Wiser men than you have done worse. So this is General O'Neill's place. Actually, Jack hasn't been able to use
right.
it now that he spends a lot of time in Washington.
Oh my god, I was so right.
Come on in. Looks like I beat the others up here. Now, Walter just called. Colonel Reynolds' team has been delayed off-world. Tilk's gone to assist. Unfortunately, it also means that Colonel Carter will be delayed until Reynolds gets back to take command of the SGC. What about Jackson? Still in England. Seems he's met some lord or earl with a private library of ancient reference material on Merlin and Morgan Le Fay. He's obviously quite excited.
Yeah, like a fat kid in a candy store.
I was a big boy in my youth. Never did appreciate comments like that.
Yes, sir. Sorry, sir.
Anyway, Val is hitching a ride with the others, so until then, it's just you and me.
I'll be sure to stay out of your way, sir. You won't even know I'm here.
The first villager went missing sometime yesterday morning, and another by nightfall. They sent out search parties, armed men. These people are capable hunters. By all accounts, they've lived on this planet for generations and never encountered an animal they perceived as an unmanageable threat.
Perhaps it was not an animal.
So if an animal didn't tear these people apart, what did?
Your mama! I'll see myself out.
Our mission was to covertly observe if the planet went origin or not. We didn't make contact with the population until after people started going missing.
Well, if this is some new Ori threat, chances are the Prior will show up to take responsibility.
On the other hand, if it's not, and it's just some vicious creature hell-bent on eating the whole village, shouldn't we use our superior technology to help track it down? You think I don't really care about the plight of some innocent people I've never met on some planet somewhere?
Well, yes.
Just so happens I do have vast experience hunting rare deadly creatures of all kinds.
Let me guess, the rarer they are...
Please, I am here to be helpful. If you don't think these boys can use my expertise, that's fine. I'll just stay here, and we can start on that quality time General Landry wanted us to spend together. I've actually come up with a list of suggestions.
Teal'c, you and Vala head to 333 with SGs 3 and 25. See if you can figure out what we're dealing with without being detected by the locals.
Good plan, boss.
Vala's experience notwithstanding, I want everyone to exercise extreme caution. We should find out whether this is Prior related or not.
Is General Landry not expecting us at his cabin?
I'll let him know we're going to be delayed a little bit.
I'm sure Colonel Mitchell will be very pleased to hear he's got more special alone time with the General. Hey, if this is a rare and deadly creature, we have to try and catch it alive, okay?
That is not our mission.
Do you have any idea what this could be worth on the open market?
I do not.
I propose a 50-50 split. I think it's only fair. I'm the one with all the contacts to unload something like this. Anything less than that would just be, well, plain wrong. Okay, name your price. We'll say something. It's called negotiating.
You don't have to be so uncomfortable around me, Mitchell.
Sir, no matter what, you're still my boss.
I just wish you'd relax and enjoy the peace and quiet of the great outdoors. Ignore it.
Not a fan, sir.
Now, running around the woods with a gun never seemed to me like a good way to unwind.
No, I suppose not, sir. Not if your day job involves running around the woods carrying a gun.
This looks like a very good spot. Why don't you boys get started? Don't tell me you didn't bring shovels.
This is SG-1.
Came out of nowhere. Never seen anything like it.
Remain calm. You will be fine. Come.
Checkmate. Yep. I want you to feel like you can be honest with me.
Yes, sir.
Relax, son. I was thinking about what you said to me last week about not being in charge of anything.
I'm just used to a clearer chain of command.
You could have picked any team you wanted. You chose to make it your personal mission to get Colonel Carter, Dr. Jackson, and Tilk back together.
That's true, and I wouldn't change that for the world.
You said you wanted to learn from the very best.
Yes, I did. It's just, after almost dying, like I did, there was a part of me that figured I could do anything. Now, since coming to the SGC, I have learned that I can't handle any of this without the rest of SG-1.
I believe in you, Colonel.
Thank you, sir.
But we're getting our asses kicked.
Yes, we are.
And we're not going to get medals for participation.
No, sir.
We win or we die.
I prefer winning.
Your job is to make sure that happens.
Very good, sir.
Okay. You want some dessert? You could have warned me. I nearly shot you.
Then you should not have run off by yourself.
Perfectly capable of looking after myself. I was trying to get help.
And why are you not dialing the gate?
Because I thought I heard something growling.
I hear nothing.
It's probably because you scared it away. That's good. Now we can... Well, I'm flattered, but I don't think we have time for this.
Are you injured?
No, I'm fine. Thank you. So much for taking it alive. Shame, too. I've never seen anything like this before.
What's up, sir?
Going somewhere, Mitchell?
The phone's still down, power's out. I figured we'd head back to reality today.
Fortunately, the storm washed out the road into town.
The road?
It's the only road in and out of here. Looks like we're roughing it until they get it cleared.
But you're a powerful Air Force general. You could order us up a chopper.
We don't use helicopters for our own personal transportation, Mitchell.
Right, sir.
Besides, I already checked. There wasn't one available. We'll be fine. Just another day or so.
So, you'll be pleased to hear that all 4 members of SG-25 are going to be fine, thanks in part to my handiwork with a Goa'uld healing device.
I'm sure Dr. Lamb appreciates the help.
I see you haven't gotten over your phobia of sitting in General Landry's chair.
What are you doing?
I think it's about time a woman sat here.
Actually, Dr. Elizabeth Weir sat there all the time when she ran the SGC.
She did? Good for her.
Which wasn't very long.
So, now that the deadly creature of P3 whatever's been dealt with, when do we go?
I just got a call from the Silver Creek Sheriff's Department. Apparently there was a bad storm up there last night, and the road leading up to the area where the cabin is washed out and won't be reopened till tomorrow.
How unfortunate.
I'm sure Colonel Mitchell agrees.
I'm sure the boys are having the time of their lives, getting up to all sorts of mischief.
Oh yeah, I can just imagine.
You're in for a treat, Colonel.
Yes, sir. I can see that.
The fulvous whistling duck. Very rare, endangered, actually. Their mating season is right now, and they love to come out after a good rain.
That's a good one, sir. You know what? The hat really sells it. Oh, you're serious? Well, sir, as tempting as a duck that whistles sounds, though. I was thinking about going for a run, work off some of that beer from last night.
You're missing the opportunity of a lifetime, Mitchell.
Are you making it an order?
Birding is something you have to have in your soul, son. You have to come to it on your own.
Well, I gotta be honest with you, sir. I don't know that I have it in me.
Not gonna lie, this episode, very boring. I'm very bored.
Oh. 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 Permission to leave, sir.
Granted.
She appears to be quite knowledgeable.
Well, she should be. She's been heading up the xenology unit at Area 51 for several years now. And there goes my need for lunch.
Body cavity contains mammal-like organs. Unnatural looking
Blue fur.
appear prevalent. Let's get this out.
What's going on?
Scans are picking up low levels of radiation coming from within the body. It looks like there's some kind of extraneous sac or abscess attached to the stomach wall itself. Can I have a scalpel, please? Thank you. Whoa! Thank you.
Get out of here!
Watch where you're pointing that weapon. What's wrong?
Something attacked us, man. It came out of nowhere. It attacked my buddy, Mike.
All right. Take me to Mike. Seal off the park before the place turns into a shooting gallery.
Look, I only got 3 deputies working for me, plus half a dozen volunteer rangers. This is hunting season. If I got a mad grizzly on the loose, I need it dealt with. Best that I can hope for is that somebody kills whatever did this before it kills again.
There have been no attacks of this nature reported by any Jaffa settlements.
None of our other off-world allies are reporting any such contacts either.
Except we now have an attack by yet another predatory creature, this time on a completely different planet.
Not to mention a world that's already been converted by the Ori.
If the inhabitants of P2R-866 have already accepted origin, there would be no need for the Priors to inflict this creature upon them.
Which means that the Ori may have absolutely nothing to do with these creatures.
So where are they coming from?
I don't know. But so far, to the best of our knowledge, they're only showing up on worlds we visit.
Sheriff Stokes, come in. We're about a mile northwest of Silver Creek Junction. We found another body. It's been torn to shreds.
Colonel, respond.
I hear it, sir.
Colonel.
Victim number 2.
The first mission to P9J333 was simply to observe and initiate first contact with the locals should they reject the Ori. The second mission to P2R-866 was purely covert surveillance of an already converted planet.
2 completely different missions, both to worlds not inhabited by scary creatures of any kind.
Right. However, there was one single common element to both missions. Both required teams to remain inconspicuous. Stealth was key.
Then both teams would have been required to use the Sodan cloaking device in order to remain hidden.
Exactly. And we tested them for safety and started deploying them on missions such as these just over a week ago.
You think there's some sort of malfunction with the devices?
Yes, but we have another problem. I requested a complete recall of all the Sodan cloaking devices, including the ones still at Area 51. Turns out, one of them is missing.
It is ironic that not so long ago, the mere presence of the Goa'uld on Earth would have been cause for great concern.
Seriously? Who'd ever think that we'd have bigger fish to fry? Or that you'd use the word ironic in a sentence?
Indeed. I'm ready.
Go for it. Nothing. Wait a second. There's elevated radiation coming from within the area of the cloaking field. Levels are climbing.
We don't need more bugs.
Hold fire! Cease fire! You boys want to tell me what you're shooting at?
We saw something moving in there. Hey, man, you crazy? Where the hell's he going?
Turn that thing off.
Help me.
So you're sure you're okay?
I am fine, Colonel Carter.
No headaches, no nausea, nothing that might indicate early symptoms of sudden onset monsterism.
I am fine.
Actually, you are. There's no signs of radiation poisoning, no evidence of genetic manipulation. I'm guessing this creature, whatever it is, requires sustained close contact in order to affect its victim's DNA.
That's reassuring for all of us.
Well, we're running some tests on it right now, but I would like to know more about what actually happened. You said it just appeared inside the cloaking field?
And then it just sat there like a lump.
The one inside the stomach of the mutated creature was quite active.
I noticed it practically attacked me. And then this one has actually been more active recently in its containment tank.
I suppose it's possible it was temporarily stunned by its transition to our dimension.
I'm sorry?
Well, that would explain why the people using the cloaks haven't been attacked by the creatures.
No, I meant the transition to our dimension part.
The Sodan cloaking device emits an energy field around the wearer that puts them slightly out of phase with our normal dimension of space-time. Essentially, whoever is in the field is accessing a pocket of subspace, making them virtually undetectable.
So you think this creature is from an alternate dimension and is essentially bleeding through?
Yeah, it's definitely possible.
Ancient technology has allowed us to see extra-dimensional life forms before.
The Sodan were using these devices for hundreds of years. You'd think there'd at least be a label on the side in bold print that says, "Beware, may cause deadly, extra-dimensional radioactive monster-causing creature to appear." Or at least, danger would have been nice.
Perhaps the Sodan were not aware of such a flaw in the technology.
It's possible this wasn't even a problem until we started using the devices. I think I know why this is happening.
Please, just get me to the hospital.
See, obviously you're not a Goa'uld, otherwise you just heal yourself.
What are you talking about?
Snakes. Snakes in people's heads, evil snakes. Controlling their host bodies with megalomaniac take over the galaxy delusions.
I know what a Goa'uld is.
You know you're working for one? That's who's running the trust these days.
You're crazy, man.
That's what they keep telling me. You know, they really should give you a personal shield to go with that cloaking device. That and half a brain.
You want to bring me into the loop here, Colonel?
Guy was in the wrong place at the wrong time, got shot for his troubles. Bound to happen with all these yahoos running around the woods with guns.
Then why am I not being allowed to question them?
Because the Air Force is taking over this investigation in the interest of national security. That's why.
So just a grizzly bear, huh? Since when does the Air Force go after a bear in the name of national security?
There's nothing for you to be concerned about, Wade. Things will be back to normal around here in no time. Damn it.
So we're talking about a little critter from a different dimension that burrows into a big critter, turning him into a rampaging monster.
In a nutshell.
Nice. How do we find it?
Well, I've calibrated a number of handheld scanners to pick up the creature's radioactive energy signature. We should be able to track it within a 300-meter range. We've also devised a radioactive isotope package that gives off an energy wave similar to the ones emitted by the Sodan cloaking devices. We're airdropping them in a perimeter around the park. It should stop the creature from getting too far.
Isn't that dangerous for us?
Only if you come within 100 meters of the package. They have a decay rate that will leave them inert in less than 6 hours.
It'll be dark soon.
You can't let this thing get away.
Right, so obviously rule number one when hunting savage beasts like this is to never actually crawl through the forest looking for them, especially at night. Always find a way to lure them to you. So I suggest that the best plan of attack would be to plant these isotope packages here and here. Or whatever you want.
You'll operate in teams of 4. Each team will conduct grid sweeps starting here, no more than 300 meters apart, radio contact every 10 minutes.
That's brilliant.
You have your orders. Move out.
But they didn't hear the rest of my plan.
We'll call it Plan B.
Sorry, I don't have much to say about this episode. I'm just a bit bored.
This won't work, you know. All I'm saying is why not take advantage of my vast experience instead of leaving it up to, no offense, amateurs.
A mighty Jafar warrior once said, the greatest strategy is doomed to fail if there's no army to follow it. It is one. We are many. That is why we will prevail.
Excuse me. Amateurs coming through.
All right, where the hell is it?
We should be right on top of it. Look, no creature, no matter how vicious, is stupid enough to attack a group of this size, so trust me, we've probably scared it off.
Oh, damn.
Of course, I have been known to be wrong on occasion. Holy hell, did you see that thing?
You think we scared it off now?
No, I think we pissed it off.
It's circling us.
Backs together. Yeah, that's what I call relaxing. How are you doing?
Rule number 2, never approach a creature assuming that it's dead.
Allow me to explain to you a few of my rules.
All units, this is General Landry. The target has been neutralized.
You know what's strange? I have never known a lone creature to behave so aggressively toward a large group. Mind you, I've never encountered a radioactive mutant before.
Sir, get out.
Very funny, Mitchell. This is not...
No, sir, get down!
Odd behavior for one creature, but not for two.
Feel better?
Shall we see who's flopped their nuts? The Queen. Ah, General, good timing. Colonel Mitchell's about to run out of chips. We need new blood.
Any word, sir? Final ground sweeps have come up empty, and although it is a big park, our scanners do have a limited range.
I think it's unlikely that there's a third creature, sir.
Care to place odds on that?
I'm not much of a gambler.
That is obvious.
I'm out.
I'm all in.
I'm out.
A true warrior knows when to fold them.
Oh, really? I won? I was totally bluffing.
Well played, Colonel!
Thank you, sir.
A true warrior knows when to hold 'em. She took you downtown, homeboy.
I'm glad to see you're all having a good time.
Yes, sir. Last night was the best time I've had since, well, I don't know when. The look on your face when I said, "Sir, get out!" What? 100 times the man has told me to relax.
Not that much.
Yes, sir. It's good to see you relaxing too, sir.
Now, deal me in.
Hey, what's up you guys? Quick interruption here. As you are no doubt aware, these past few years have been tough on all of us. And there are some things that none of us can hide from. The cost of living, for instance, food and things like electricity, gas, and water have all gone up, and they continue to go up. Now, I don't really like to advertise this, but in order to afford keeping the lights on, the camera running, and to be able to provide you guys with new content like this very edit, for example, I feel I need to let you guys know about how you can help support the channel and myself. I have a Patreon that if you pledge to, you're helping support the channel, and in return, you can get a vast amount of content that you wouldn't regularly get on YouTube, such as full unedited reactions to my regular content, a ton of other shows and movies that you probably don't even know that I've reacted to. A link to this can be found in the description below, and it really does help the channel by keeping me and my very cute cats alive. Think of the cats. If you're interested, you can also check out our website, which is also linked below. Perhaps there's some shows and movies there that you didn't even know that I reacted to, but you always wanted to see. Please know, pledging is entirely your own choice, of course. You're welcome to stay here on YouTube and wait for the edits to come out. No worries. I'm not going anywhere. More edits are coming. I understand not everyone is in the position to support creators, but any help is welcome. Anyways, thank you for your continued support, whether it's through YouTube or on Patreon. You guys are the best. Now please, enjoy the rest of the video. Alrighty, well that was Stargate SG-1 Season 10 Episode 5. That was a boring episode. I don't know what else to say. I just found it very boring. I could not wait for the episode to end, to be honest. Maybe that's just me. Maybe you guys got something out of it that I didn't. Let me know if you did. Yeah. I hope you enjoyed. Let me know. And I'll see you in the next one.